Man, I get families disagree, but they don't try to shoot each other. It's embarrassing the way they handled it. Nobody needed to know. It could have been just a secret, and then you don't have to worry about Instagram and everybody else talking. I mean, they were people naming the next head coach.
Yep. So let's go back a week ago, and we ended. We were only on for an hour last week when I was on the road, but we ended with, is his job harder today than it was a week ago?
Well,
and your answer was absolutely 100% yes. Do you still feel that way?
Yes. Absolutely.
So he is set up to failure.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. He might overcome adversity with this. I mean, the guys, he's not going to quit or anything. But if you think you helped him in recruiting, really, you can. There's no way that they can, that he'll be able to go in somebody's house and this won't come up. It'll come up every time he goes in there, and there'll be more rumors if he doesn't do good next year. And listen, a lot of people have said that they'll have the. Auburn, a lot of people I respect will have the worst, the least talent in the West. Right now, as it sits, right now. Now, that can change. They got the portal. Players get better. Things happen. We've seen it before. But I'm just saying people I respect are saying that on the talent level. And I don't think Auburn really has but that can all change again. I think they got a good quarterback, Calzada is capable quarterback. In fact, it'd be interesting to see Calzada play Texas A&M next year. Anyway, it's just no. I don't think. How can this help anything? Right? Anything?
No, I'm with you. Although, one thing that is starting to pick up at least a little more steam that we talked about last week is maybe the guys in the portal are the guys you don't want that he is trying to build.
First of all, they're good guys in the portal, A. B, there are going to be more good guys in the portal after spring. I mean, to me, Auburn has to do their team speed. Now, all the other people, there were several other people that wanted to leave. Will this get them out the door?
Shove them out the door? Yeah.
I mean, not shove them, but they just leave because they don't want to be there anymore because because all this craziness. I mean, because imagine everywhere I go, people asking me about it. Imagine being a player on that team.
Ooh.
Who do you think your new coach is going to be?
Yeah.
Those questions they're getting right there, and that's just no excuse for what happened. I can't believe that it had happened. I can't believe the way it was handled. And
but this is not an isolated incident at Auburn.
No, it isn't. And I'm happy for Harsin. I'm happy that he was able to persevere. And I thought his speech was handled very well.
Yeah.
But if he wins 6 games again next year, we'll be going through this again next year.
Well, he starts next year with 5 straight home games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they're against, but so what? You better be 5-0. Sounds like to me.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Win. I mean, every single win, every single week.
If he wins 8 games next year, he'll be fine.
Is that Gus Malzahn, Les Miles type of game where the winner go home? They open with Mercer, then San Jose State, then Penn State. San Jose State
is not a bad team. Penn State will be a good team.
Then Penn State, then Missouri, then LSU.
Missouri's a box of chocolates, and who knows what that. I just want to see the pregame dance Brian Kelly's going to do for every game. He looks like he's gone from being the leprechaun, from coaching the Leprechauns to being a leprechaun. Messed that up, That's
Yeah. I knew where you were going. Yeah.
So it's going to be LSU's just always a box of chocolates. Every game. I mean, heck, they beat Texas A&M their last game without their players. They had nobody left. So in the SEC, they could have beat Alabama. I'm in position to beat Alabama, and so you just never know.
There was a reporter that tweeted out this from QB Country. Harsin walks into the side door of the SEC office. Brian Kelly, I do declare, look who has joined us on this fine February morning. Just time for some sweet tea and biscuits.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, you got to feel sorry for Coach Harsin and his family. I mean, good night. This is awful. I mean, anyway, so that's awesome, Brian Kelly. Here's a guy who's a good coach, and he might do good at LSU. I don't think he will. Who, I mean, it's just not a good fit. Like, I don't think Brian Harsin has been a good fit because he's going to have trouble recruiting. I mean, he just is. We've seen that already.
Yeah.
Maybe he can alleviate that.
It is a mess. There's no doubt about that.
Man, I'm going to tell you, though, on the positive thing, if I'm a parent and I saw the way he handled that, that's a plus for him.
Yep.
But we'll see.
The early rankings, and again, this is so early, it's you know what, it's not even worth bringing up. So I'm not even going to go there.
Thank you.
Let's take our final time out. Phone lines are open to you. If we've got time, I'll squeeze in a conversation with Seth Greenberg.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Get your Ford your way today. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we've got F-150s in stock right now. We have F-150s on the ground so you can climb behind the wheel and take a test drive today. Plus at Woody Anderson Ford, our 2021 F-150s come with $1,000 in bonus cash, along with financing as low as 0% for up to 60 months with your good credit. This offer ends February 28th. To be clear, these F-150s are in stock today, ready for your garage tonight. Now let's talk about making a custom factory order. Not only is there no extra cost to custom order, but you'll get $1,000 off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on 2022 F-150, Explorer, Ranger, Expedition, and Mustang. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com and you'll see how easy it is. And speaking of easy, our service department is now offering free pickup and delivery when it's time for your next Ford service. Ask about it at Woody Anderson Ford, the corner of Jordan and Sparkman. Look forward to seeing you.
Hello, this is Kerry Rosenblum Realty, and we're part of that MA family. It's great to see football season back in, and we're at Rosenblum Realty trying to take care of all your real estate needs, whether home buying or selling. We'd like for you to put our 64 years of experience to work for you. We have 4-generation family ownership, and again, take a personal touch to taking care of your real estate needs. Call us at 256-539-9501 or rosenblumrealty.com.
Mark and Henry McDaniel, attorneys at law, are proud alumni of Madison Academy, and Madison Academy is proud of them. They have served our community through their practice, through volunteerism and service on national, state, and local boards. They explain the complexity of critical court rulings on local media. Their successful practice has been built on integrity. Both are veterans of MA Athletics and proud sponsors of Mustang football. McDaniel & McDaniel, attorneys at law. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by the lawyer.
For 50 years, our mission, do the right thing and make long-term decisions. We value our customers, and we invest in supporting you. We use our own technologies to automate, to provide you the best support possible. And we have the strongest guarantees in the industry. I just can't tell you I'm going to provide you great support. I have to prove it to you with my actions.
I love overpriced stuff. Avocados, designer t-shirts, artisanal water. That's why I get my internet from the other guys. Paying more for the same stuff. What could be better?
Wow is better. For just $19.99 a month, we give you the super fast, extra reliable internet you need. Act now before this deal is gone. Internet 100 for just $19.99 a month. Plus, learn how to get up to $300 on us. Sign up at Huawei.com. Wow. Limited to new customers with auto pay and paperless billing. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Offer subject to change. Restrictions and terms apply.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
On the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. Really is going to be a beautiful end of the work week across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 60s. All good things must come to an end, and this good thing is definitely going to come to an end as we head into the overnight and then through at least the first half of your weekend. A mostly cloudy or overcast sky on Saturday. An isolated shower is going to be possible. Most of us, though, are going to be dry. The big thing here is that it's going to be chilly on Saturday afternoon. Temperatures only hanging out in the mid and upper 40s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
When we say local, we mean local, not Birmingham.
Loser.
We are the only sports talk station in Huntsville. It's all right here. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You've got a magical glow.
Along with Wes Neighbors, Steve Moulton back here with you. Good selection there by Smokey Mike to bring us back in. If you'd like to participate in our show, phone line's open to you at 256-576-4977. That is 256-576-4977. That is the number to be on the program. And of course, Super Bowl 56 is this weekend, and the prop bets are all out there. Predictably, the top two choices for MVP are Matthew Stafford and Joe Burrow. That is the most obvious sense, at least non-quarterback-wise. The player non-quarterback that has the best odds to win the MVP goes to Cooper Kupp, the wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams.
Very good choice.
Yeah, followed by Aaron Donald at 15-1 odds. Jamar Chase is at 25-1 odds.
Jamar Chase is a great player.
He is.
But if he does well, they'll give it to Burrow.
Odell Beckham Jr. at 27-1 odds to win.
So 3 out of the 4 you've named are LSU graduates.
And Cam Akers, 27-1 odds. He is the running back for the Los Angeles Rams.
He played at Florida State.
He did. And thought about going to Alabama.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Yep.
Came down the last day. I remember him very well. Yes.
Couple of long shots in terms of MVPs. T. Higgins is at 60-1 odds.
Man, he's been a box of chocolates. Mm-hmm. You never know what you're going to get with him. I mean,
and
he's
Joe
had
Mixon,
some really good game.
Joe Mixon's at 40-1.
That guy runs hard.
Yeah.
Don't let him get in the second level. He punishes them after that. You know, if he can make it to the second level, he just punishes them.
Big man TDs. It is a 20-1 payout if it happens on Sunday. Now, what does it mean for a big man TD? You have to be an offensive lineman, not a tight end. It has to be an offensive tackle or guard
or
for
center.
that eligibility. It does not say it in this sentence, but I guess you could be a center
Right.
as well.
Does that count defensive lineman?
It does. It does. A defensive lineman, if it's batted up and it turns into an interception,
Well,
will
what about
count
a
as a
fumble?
big man touchdown and a fumble. Yeah, scoop and score.
What about it just hatching the egg, jumping on the egg while it's in the end zone?
Just scattering. I guess that's a big man touchdown. I mean,
if it's a big man, he scored. They need to define big man. If that over 300 pounds, I don't think there's any offensive. There are not many. There might be some way 290 centers, but I don't think anybody weighs under 300 pounds. That plays for the most part anymore. I thought that who was the tight end we had on this week?
Oh, Miller Four-Star.
Miller Four-Star, who was a great role player for Alabama.
Yeah.
Made plays. I mean, you can't remember a bad play he made. I can't anyway. I'm sure there are people that can, Big C or somebody. But the
I haven't heard from C.
But the way he described defensive ends in the NFL, that's perfect. They're werewolves. We should have talked to Glanville about that.
Yes.
He would love that.
We'll talk to him Monday. So we'll get a thought or two about the Super Bowl from Coach Glanville. You can even bet on the color of Gatorade that will be either bathed on Zach Taylor or Sean McVay, both head coaches. Your leader in the clubhouse is orange at 2-1, followed by yellow, green, or lime at 3-1. Blue is at 4-1. Clear water, just clear water, is at 5-1. Red or pink, 8-1 odds on the
That's
color
some
of
stuff
Gatorade.
You pay the Gatorade guy off. Hey, dump on Coach after win. Have a little sign on it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some of those guys can't read. I'm kidding.
Well, if it's offensive linemen,
well, they can read. The offensive lineman can read.
Yeah.
Those defensive linemen are a little shaky sometimes.
There's even odds whether or not Sean McVay will use all 6 of his timeouts in regulation. 3-1 odds.
All 6?
Yeah, first half and second half.
Huh. Does he like to call timeout or something?
Likes to overanalyze a little. I guess
think it takes a long time for them to get the plays in, what I've noticed.
Yeah.
More than anything.
So Sean
I
McVay
don't think he'll use all 6.
came out of the state of Georgia, and his biggest claim to fame, at least as a player, is he was named the All-State Mr. Football from the state of Georgia in 2003.
That's pretty good.
He beat out Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, he didn't beat out Bo Jackson, though.
No. But that's a pretty good little claim to fame.
No question.
For Sean
I think
McVay.
the best claim for fame, Sean McVay, you're a head coach at 30. That's amazing.
In the NFL. And this is
Anywhere.
your second Super Bowl.
Anywhere.
And this is
Much
your
less
second
the
Super
NFL.
Bowl.
Yeah. Much less. They got a good crew out there. Man, that Glanville's would you give 3 draft picks to be in the Super Bowl? Well, yeah.
Yep.
3 number 1. That's why you're trying to get the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Right? And I don't think they've sold their future. They just got a lot of old players. They know it's
what do
now
you think
or
of
never.
that strategy? So many
Smart
front
needed,
offices
they
do it
needed
through
somebody
the
to
draft.
help Cooper Kupp, and they needed somebody to another pass rusher on the outside so they could have a hard time double teaming Donald. It's worked.
Yeah.
Ashawn Robinson's a run stopper, but they got more than one pass rusher.
I seem to remember the Washington Redskins implementing this back in the 80s with Joe Gibbs, that they would trade away draft picks for known commodities.
Well, I think that's, you got to have some draft picks because your team's old. You got a 40-year-old tackle.
Yeah.
Von Miller, he's a little long in the tooth. Glanville's talking about him. But, they don't need to – they got guys. You got young guys. You play those guys that are good. You just got to get a bunch of good people and play hard and have a little luck. Don't have a lot of injuries. Don't have don't have to be playing 91 people. And I think the biggest thing that happened to the Titans, rather than the quarterback throwing 3 interceptions, was the fact that those guys hadn't played together. That was the first time since early in the season that they'd all been to play, and I think their timing was just off just a little bit, which did affect the quarterback.
Coming up in hour number 2, if you missed it from earlier in the week, we are going to re-rack some interviews with Reese Davis and Darian Stewart. I thought Darian had a lot of good insight into this Super Bowl, a Super Bowl winner himself, hailing from Lee High School and, of course, played a number of years in the National Football League. Was a part of that Denver Broncos team with Peyton Manning in Super Bowl 50 that hoisted the Lombardi. Try to sneak in at least a conversation that I had with Seth Greenberg on the other side.
This is Wes Neighbors with Philip with Eagle Insulation, and we have an announcement to make.
Yes, Wes, we are now Eagle Masonry and Insulation. We're still a place to call for your installation needs, but now we offer masonry services.
What kind of masonry projects can you handle?
Wes, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do renovations, new construction, outdoor fireplaces, fire pits, brick landscape borders.
Well, when you came out to my house, you did both the insulation and masonry at the same time. You guys did rock for me, you did brick for me, and you insulated my house. That's usually done at the same time that you're building a house.
Absolutely. It really capitalizes on 2 services you need at the same time, and you can get one company to handle both of those.
Philip with Eagle Insulation will come out, do your installation. He'll do your masonry. They do a great job. They guarantee your work. Check out more online at insulatewitheagle.com and schedule your free examination today. 256-755-1556.
Thanks, Wes.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Kevin Winter. 7 games in the association on this Friday night, including the Philadelphia 76ers playing their first game since trading away Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, the entire haul for James Harden. Sixers play host to the Thunder. They're about to tip in a matter of moments. Philadelphia, however, will not have Harden until next Tuesday. Not going to play tonight. Not going to play tomorrow night against the Cavaliers. In fact, he's expected to arrive in Philadelphia this weekend. Get his hamstring looked over by the team's medical personnel. He's missed the last 4 games because of hamstring tightness. Philadelphia hosting Oklahoma City tonight. And then again, they will take on the Cavaliers tomorrow night. Also this evening, the Boston Celtics, riding a 6-game winning streak, will play host to the Denver Nuggets. They'll tip coming up at the bottom of the hour. Super Bowl 56. Countdown is on until Sunday. The Rams, however, will be without starting tight end Tyler Higbee and backup offensive lineman Joe Noteborn because both players were placed on injured reserve today. Higbee was the Rams' most significant injury question mark. We've been dealing with a sprained MCL in the NFC Championship game. Of course, the big matchup to watch, the Bengals offensive line against that Rams front. ESPN's Tim Hasselbeck.
This isn't a secret in terms of, what they struggle with, staying out of known passing situations, because as soon as you're able to wind up and cut loose that Rams front, honestly, even pretty good offensive lines have struggled, and good quarterbacks have struggled.
Second round of the Waste Management Phoenix Open on ESPN Plus. Heath Theegala, 12 under par, leads Brooks Koepka by 2.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Call me Captain Obvious here, but look, the O-line for the Bengals. Can they protect Joe Burrow? Because we know what that Rams pass rush defense can bring.
More from the guys Monday morning starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
Final hour of the week is upon us. Wes is in the plush upper basement studios of 97.7 ESPN The Zone. I am at the VBC. We are an hour away, maybe an hour plus, maybe 10 minutes away from the puck being dropped here at the VBC between the Huntsville Havoc and the Peoria Rivermen. I'll have the play-by-play call for you here tonight over the airwaves. And then tomorrow we've got basketball galore, a doubleheader of basketball with Alabama playing host to Arkansas, a big one there down in Tuscaloosa in what is an early tip time. And we'll see how well Bama can shoot at home. They can certainly shoot it pretty well in Oxford. We'll see how well they can shoot it in Coleman Coliseum tomorrow morning against the Hogs. Tomorrow afternoon, if you're looking for something to do, UAH Charger basketball, and a big one as UAH is at 7-7 in league play in the Gulf South Conference. Take on the Lee Flames. Lee lost last night to West Georgia. So every one of these games for UAH down the stretch is critical in trying to make the Gulf South Conference basketball tournament. The men tip it up around 4 o'clock tomorrow, and we will have that action for you over the airwaves. And then we'll also have Huntsville Havoc hockey as well coming up tomorrow night. Austin Coletti filling in for me tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, we'll have Alabama women's basketball against Kentucky, and that'll be followed by some NBA basketball between the Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics, as we'll join that in progress from ESPN Radio. The biggest news out of the day today in the state of Alabama revolves around the Plains as Brian Harsin is indeed your head football coach for the Auburn Tigers, as both the outgoing president at Auburn University and Brian Harsin both releasing statements today doubling down on their commitments to one another and moving forward. Andy Staples has penned an article on The Athletic believing that there is now that the headline of the story by Andy Staples from The Athletic, "Shame on Auburn, which has destroyed any chance for Brian Harsin and the football program to succeed."
I don't agree destroying any chance, but I will say that they hurt their chances very, very bad for him to be successful, yes. I mean, but, perseverance and class by Harsin might rule the day. That's what you got to hope.
Part of the article, what Auburn did Friday will not work. It will not work because of the 8 days of nonsense that preceded it and because of the original sin committed 14 months earlier. It will not work because a school and its boosters kneecapped their coach.
That's the truth.
It will not work because the coach doesn't seem to understand the most fundamental aspect of his job, which is different than most fundamental aspects of his previous head coaching jobs. It will not work because after allowing that coach to be dragged through the mud with the inquiry designed to find a way to fire him for free, the string pullers now must emerge with their tails tucked firmly between their legs and admit that their lack of funds or guts to pay more than $18 million to fix a mistake they only allowed to happen, but then repeatedly compounded it. That is part of the article from Andy Staples. It's very dangerous to paint with a broad brush. I'm not sitting here saying that Brian Harsin will not work 100% for certain.
Because of what I said, perseverance and class.
And the way he is handling this, it could actually turn into a positive for him. Now,
it's going to turn into positive for him. But
yes,
but
recruiting
for Auburn, I don't know how.
Right. Well, it's whether or not he can turn this into a positive spin-wise, recruiting-wise.
I don't see how you could ever do that. Really don't. If one, I mean, basically they fired him and brought him back.
Yep. Sound familiar, Tommy Tuberville?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and he rode that a while as they were waiting for. That was another just mess down there on the plains. LL is on line 1. How are you, LL?
I'm fine. How about you guys?
Doing well.
Look here, let me ask you a question because I really don't know. I'm not an attorney. Can Brian go back and sue Auburn for slander in any way?
Well, you'd have to have damages, and they didn't fire him. I think that would have happened. Damages in his reputation. I think the girl has a locked case.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard she'd already hired an attorney.
Good for her.
Yeah, so I think she has but I'm not an attorney either. So, but we have some good ones that advertise with us. We need to ask.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Well, all right then. I don't know. It's a sad case. All I can say.
Yeah. As soon as we can forget this, the better. Right.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't believe it was like a dream. I couldn't believe this was happening. I mean, it was literally like a dream. I'd wake up and like, what are they doing? And I think when the national press kind of came out and attacked them, which they have the last 3 days, I think that woke some of these guys up. Hey, this is not how you treat somebody. You know, who was making the allegations? That's what we need to know. You know, you're supposed to face your people making allegations in a court of law, and the people making the allegations are the ones we need to know who those people were.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like remind me pretty much like the Bagman case with Cam Newton, you know. But I don't know. It's just
well,
our football program is already in trouble, you know. And how far back are we going with this?
Yeah, I think I'm just glad it's over, right? I mean, but
for now.
I think it's. I think the part with the girlfriend's over.
Oh yeah, that mess is done.
And again, I think his intestinal fortitude and class and the way he handled it will go a long way to helping the situation. But it's not going to ever go away unless he wins big, right?
Yep.
That's true. Well, I'll remain an Auburn fan, but I hate this came about.
I do too, and as you should.
Thank you, LL.
Good luck, LL.
Appreciate the phone call. Joe is on line 2 before we take our first time out. We're going to take an early break here. How are you, Joe?
Well, I'm doing good, Dave. I won't give you a chance, double or nothing,
though. There we go. I like it.
You like what now?
Double or nothing. There, 10 points.
Yeah.
He gave him 10 points.
Double or nothing
Joe,
to what?
I wanted to pound on him, but I decided not to.
Well, I apologize.
You apologize. You bet. You said you gave him 10 points. And he didn't ask for an apology. I think you owe dinner or something, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take Arkansas plus 10 tomorrow, Steve. If you'd like to jump on that, too.
So you're flipping over to the other side of the state. Wow.
Well, I mean, you know.
What's the line? Is Arkansas favorite?
No, I don't know. Seriously. But I'll take Arkansas plus 10 tomorrow. That would be double digits, Steve, by the way.
No, the long pause is me counting on Alabama to shoot. Bama, incidentally, is a 5-point home favorite.
He's betting on Alabama.
You can
so you're giving
Alabama
him 15 points, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
He's
count
for
on
Alabama
to shoot the ball. You can't.
Oh no, they're
going to
shoot it now. Whether or not they make it,
that's what I'm getting at. You can count on them to shoot the ball. That's for sure.
So are you taking Arkansas? Is that what you said?
I'll take Arkansas plus 10. Yeah.
But you can get plus 5. I think you ought to bet. I think you ought to bet plus 5.
In other words, I can get Arkansas plus 5 or Alabama plus 5.
Arkansas. If you're betting Arkansas,
Bama's a 5-point home favorite.
So then I just
according to Vegas,
want 5 more points, so I'll take plus 10. Arkansas plus 10.
He'd be neither.
All right, double or nothing.
There
All right,
you go. That answered that question.
All right, double or nothing. All right. That is the equivalent of double or nothing. Literally, is we're doubling up Alabama.
Yeah, I won't even ask for odds either stage, so I'll let you buy. So, what I really
I'll take you over to Gibson's for some ribs. How about that?
I know exactly where they're at. My daughter works next door to y'all and next door to Gibson.
Nice.
So anyway, seriously, I'd like to wish my twin grandsons a happy 17th birthday yesterday.
Nice.
So they'll be going their senior season, football season in Harsin. So we'll see why they come out.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you calling in. Good to hear from you. So do I need to say pig suey? Let's take our first time out. Try to play a portion of my conversation with Seth Greenberg as they are down on the plane.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com. You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here. Right now, indoor air quality occupies top-of-mind awareness for families and business owners. Rick Smith and the trusted professionals at Environmental Comfort Systems can take care of your indoor air quality concerns with their state-of-the-art indoor air quality solutions. Environmental Comfort's indoor air quality systems remove 99.9% of airborne contaminants so you and your family can breathe clean, fresh air. If anyone in your family suffers from allergies, or if you just want the security of knowing the air you breathe inside your home is free from viruses, bacteria, pet dander, dust, and odors, Environmental Comfort Systems are the professionals to call. Environmental Comfort also carries state-of-the-art, high-efficiency comfort systems that increase home comfort, keep humidity in check, and help you save money on your energy bills. Give my friend Rick a call or visit them online at envcomfort.com and breathe cleaner air today. Environmental Comfort Systems, Alabama license number 92314.
Get your Ford your way today. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we've got F-150s in stock right now. We have F-150s on the ground so you can climb behind the wheel and take a test drive today. Plus at Woody Anderson Ford, our 2021 F-150s come with $1,000 in bonus cash, along with financing as low as 0% for up to 60 months with your good credit. This offer ends February 28th. To be clear, these F-150s are in stock today, ready for your garage tonight. Now let's talk about making a custom factory order. Not only is there no extra cost to custom order, but you'll get $1,000 off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on 2022 F-150, Explorer, Ranger, Expedition, and Mustang. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com and you'll see how easy it is. And speaking of easy, our service department is now offering free pickup and delivery when it's time for your next Ford service. Ask about it at Woody Anderson Ford, the corner of Jordan and Sparkman. Look forward to seeing you.
Tom Abraham here from my friend Ross Roberts and his team at Valley Equipment Rental on the South Memorial Parkway. Did you know that Valley Equipment Rental is independently owned and operated by local folks right here in the Valley? They are celebrating 10 years in the business this year and have grown to be North Alabama's largest supplier of rental skid steers and mini excavators. Now, if you have a question about what tool to use, just call them at 964-6081, and the pros at Valley Equipment will get you into the tool that you need for your specific project. Valley Equipment, more care in every rental.
Leading the way for sports talk in North Alabama.
Winning is the only thing that matters.
Thank you.
Yes, amen, I say yes.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
College game day is down on the plains tomorrow morning. Auburn is a 13.5-point home favorite against those Aggies of Texas A&M. Had a chance to talk to LaFonso Ellis and Seth Greenberg, but due to time constrictions, My conversation with Seth Greenberg is front and center right now.
Coach, what would be your game plan to try to stop Auburn and this team?
Well, you got to take care of the basketball because when you have that big guy behind you, it enables people to the perimeter guys. I call them the junkyard dogs. The junkyard dog perimeter guys to get up and underneath you, whether it's Flanagan, whether it's obviously Johnson, or whether it's Wendell, whether it's Jaspers. I mean, those guys can absolutely get underneath you. So you got to take care of the basketball. You got to take them out of transition. I think that's really important. I think the other thing is that you got to figure out how to guard that high spread ball screen because when they run that high spread ball screen, if you down it, I can tell you one thing, that doesn't work because they're absolutely killing people in that spread ball screen where they throw it to the rim. I think then you got to figure out, when and how you're gonna double Jabari. Jabari is interesting because he's such a good passer. I would still make the guards beat me with jump shots. I'd pressure them, try to speed them up, but I mean, in the end, they're in the league. What are they? 29% 3-point shooting team. You got to take away the junk. You got to take away the second shots. You got to take away the transition. You got to take away with live ball turnovers. You got to take away the offensive rebounds. Like I call it the art of the upset. And I was fortunate to beat 4 number 1 teams. Own the tempo of the game, tempo and rhythm of the game. Take your opponent out of transition off the offensive glass. All right, take away the other team's best player and then have a player emerge. And that's kind of the best way to beat Auburn. Now, it's easier said than done. But, I mean, it worked against Duke. It worked against North Carolina. It worked against Kansas. But, the thing is, Bruce comes at you in waves. They come at you in waves. And I think that's the unique thing about this team. But they also have a separation if certain guys do certain things really, really well. Like I say, the confidence he gives his guys is really good. Finding that balance between being confident and being selectively aggressive probably is where they've got to be careful just because you don't want to get in the NCAA tournament, be in a close game. And I call it fact-finding missions right now. That's what we're in right now, fact-finding missions. You got a month left in the season. What you want to do as a coach, you want to eliminate the things that are going to get you beat in the NCAA tournament. Better at time and score. Better at special situations, underside, out of a timeout, first play of the game, first play of the half, free throw situations. All those things right now, this is a month to get better at those things because I don't care who you are, you're going to play in a close game in the NCAA tournament. And you've got to make sure you know exactly who you are and how you're going to win in that moment in time. And I think that's the most important thing for Auburn right now.
At what point, at this point of the season, Coach, did the practice become less physical and more mental getting ready for the conference and the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, well, I think Bruce keeps it pretty mental all the time, to be honest with you. He doesn't. He's out of the Tom Davis school. Tom never overworked his guys. He was ahead of his time in terms of walkthrough, dummy, film, player development. So I think Bruce has really done a good job with that. And, they do a lot of things. He's really creative in terms of adding and tweaking things during the course of the season that he might refine. But this time of year, staying fresh, so important. So important. Staying fresh mentally, physically, emotionally, especially in this league where every single game is a dogfight. And they've seen that. I mean, they saw them, to Mizzou. They see to Georgia. I mean, they've become a big game on everyone's schedule. So they're getting people's best shots. So you want to keep your team as fresh as possible, mentally, physically, emotionally. So you're cutting back practice time. You're doing more shooting, doing more skill work, doing more special situations, time and score. And I'm sure that's what he's focusing on right now because they're going to play a lot of games in a short period of time, and he wants to make sure that they're healthy and fresh and excited to play as much as anything.
What have you seen out of Texas A&M, Coach?
They're a downhill driving team that's going to try to turn you over and get to the offensive glass. It's crazy. They're a terrific offensive rebounding team, but they can't rebound on the defensive end worth of crap. They're extremely aggressive defensively. The blitz, what they did to Kentucky, they took Kentucky out of their offense by blitzing all those ball screens, making it hard for them to get the ball reversed by keeping the ball on one side of the floor. They're physical, but
listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, people call the award-winning burgers totally insane, which is a compliment because Bad Daddy's Burgers are just that. Chef-inspired expressions of pure burger amazingness built with premium Angus beef. They're bold and they're bad. Pair one with one of their signature cocktails or assortment of local craft brews. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, 2317 Memorial Parkway. Check out our menu and even order online at baddaddysburgerbar.com.
Here in the South, we like our traditions, like Alabama football and tailgating on fall Saturdays. And the best way to start your tailgate? Visit Brooks & Collier to see North Alabama's largest selection of premium grills and smokers. Big Green Egg, Blaze, and Traeger. Everything you need for that perfect tailgate. Check out our rubs and seasonings. We have a full wall to please any taste palate. Visit Brooks & Collier at 813 Meridian Street or at brooksandcollier.com. An Alabama tradition for 75 years. Roll Tide.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
Hi, my name is Dan Aldridge. I'm here to let you know about the Aldridge Law Firm and the soon-to-be-announced Legal Town Center. I've been practicing law in Alabama since 1984, and I also practice in Tennessee. And I'm from North Alabama, and I'm here to represent you and take care of your legal needs. For many of us, hiring an attorney is not high on the priority list, and maybe a little scary. But it's something that we all need at some point. So by all means, do your homework. And if you need representation for car accident, wrongful death, medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, or estate planning, or any other matter, just give us a call at 256-534-3188. And you can email me at Dan, that is Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. God bless America.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
This is Wes Neighbors talking to Chris Haygood of Bob Wallace Appliance. Chris, what sets you apart from other appliance dealerships?
Wes, these appliances are going into the most used room in your house, your kitchen. The way we have